Hello friends, this is Node Chat application tutorial series with MongoDB database. And in this part, we will learn how to fetch chat request data from MongoDB database under this chat application. In previous part, we have already covered front-end code for display chat request data with accept button under notification area. Now we want to fetch chat request data from MongoDB database, so we have goes to server file. Under this, we have goes into load chat request routes. And here, we have to write constant receiver ID variable is equal to request.body. After this, we have to create another variable with name like chat request result, and under this, we will store chat request result data. Now we have to define search query for fetch data from chat request collection. So here, we have to write constant query variable is equal to JavaScript object. Under this, we have to write $and operator, and it will use for add and condition under query. In first condition, we have to write chat request receiver ID, which is set to receiver user ID variable. And in second condition, we have to write chat request status, which is set to pending. So it will make where condition like chat request receiver ID is equal to value of receiver user ID variable, and chat request status is equal to pending. Now we want to run this query, so here, we have to write chat request result variable is equal to await keyword with chat request model.find function, and under this, we have to write query variable. So it will fetch data from chat request collection, and based on this search query, and it will store result under this chat request result variable. Now we want to check any data has been fetched or not, so here, we have to write if statement, and under condition, we have to write chat request result variable.length value is greater than 0. If this condition true, that means data has been fetched from chat request collection, and it will execute if block of code. Before write code under this block, first we want to make one function for get user data. So here, we have create one asynchronous function with name like get user data, and in argument, we have to write ID variable. Under this function, we have to write constant user variable is equal to await keyword with user model.find by ID function, and in argument, we have to write ID variable. So it will fetch particular user data from MongoDB user collection, and store under this user variable. Now we have to write return statement with user variable, so this function will return user data. Now we have goes to load chat request routes, and here we have to write constant promises variable is equal to chat request variable.map function, and under this function, we have to write chat request variable with arrow operator, and then after, we have called get user data function. And in argument, we have to write chat request sender ID variable. Below this, we have to write constant user data array variable is equal to await keyword, and after this, we have to write promise.all function. And under this function, we have to write promises variable, so it will fetch all user data from chat request result variable, and store under this user data array variable. Now for fetch data from user data array variable, so here, we have to write for loop, and under condition, we have to write count variable value is equal to 0, count variable value is less than the value of user data array variable dot length value, and count variable value is increment by 1, so on every loop, it will fetch data from user data array variable. Now under this loop, we have to write constant user data object variable. And here in first key, we have to write chat request ID, and in value, we have to write chat request result with count index.id variable. In second key, we have to write first name, and in value, we have to write user data array variable with count variable as index dot first name variable. In third key, we have to write last name, and in value, we have to write user data array variable with count variable as index dot last name variable. And in last key, we have to write image, and in value, we have to write user data array variable with count variable as index dot image variable. So here, we have store chat request data under this variable in JavaScript object format. Now we want to store under chat request data variable. So here, we have to write chat request data variable dot push function, and under this function, we have to write user data object variable, so it will store data under this chat request data variable. So on every loop, it will store data under this variable, and then after it will send this data to client, which will be displayed on web page. So here, our code is ready, and now for check output in browser, so we have goes into terminal window. And here, we have run node server.js command, which will start node development server. So friends, here we can see chat application index page, and here we can see login page. Now we have enter login details of user, to whom we have send chat request, and then after, we have click on login button. So here, we have login into chat application, and here on web page, we can see that notification area has been displayed on web page, and under this notification area, we can see that one chat request notification has been displayed with accept button, and this data has been fetched from MongoDB database of chat request collection. So in this part, we have learned how to fetch chat request data from MongoDB chat request collection and display on web page. In next part, we will show you how to accept chat request, so we will be meet in next part.